The road to WrestleMania continues as we move closer to the Elimination Chamber. Welcome to Main Event.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Tala, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 165 pounds, Dragon Lee!
And you wonder, heading into this matchup, is this individual at 100%, having competed at a AAA event last weekend in Mexico, looking to bounce back in a big way here tonight, is Dragon Lee. Everyone trying to pick up momentum on the road to WrestleMania. And gotta ask you this, Byron. Does this man have some extra fire in him tonight?
I think he does. There's a lot going on in the personal life as well as the career of Dragon Lee, which we'll touch on a little later.
Well, welcome in ringside. Vic Joseph alongside Byron Saxton. We are on the road to WrestleMania. And Byron, I say it to you every year, no one I'd rather be on the road with for the road to WrestleMania than you.
Well, listen. There is no better place for that road to WrestleMania to travel through than your hometown of Cleveland. Welcome back home, Vic.
I appreciate that. And look, Blake Howard not here. He apparently got lost on the road somewhere between Evolve and Monday Night Raw.
Poor guy.
That's your friend, not mine.
I'll text him later.
And his opponent from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 204 pounds, Grayson Waller.
Look, we can talk about both these superstars, if you will, Byron, but here's the fact. The fact is Elimination Chamber is right around the corner. The fact is WrestleMania in Las Vegas will be here before we know it. How big of a matchup is this for these two superstars?
Every time you walk out that curtain, every time you march down that aisle, every time you step inside that ring, it is huge, Vic, because everyone's trying to state their claim to be on the grandest stage of them all. How about the shape of Grayson Waller? Not for nothing, he's in incredible condition right now.
You know, I can say a lot of negative things about this man, but look, Grayson Waller.
You better not while he's out here.
I will not. Grayson Waller has taken care of himself. He is in shape, as you mentioned, because facts are facts, right? We just said it. He's had his WrestleMania moment. He wants another one.
Always got to be hungry for more. That's the key to success here in WWE.
Look at Dragon Lee playing a little bit of a... trying to show that he does it a little bit better than Grayson Waller. Waller, of course, the boxing background, trying to come right in, back and right back up, and here comes Dragon Lee. You know, we've talked a lot about everything going on. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. During your interview on Raw with Gunther, all he did was really, well, mock a lot of superstars, including Dragon Lee.
Well, remember a couple weeks ago, Dragon Lee understandably standing up for his partner at the time, AJ Styles, the recently retired AJ Styles, and things did not end well for Dragon Lee, who was absolutely brutalized by Gunther.
Dragon Lee saying, come get this work, Grayson. Gunther, of course, has an Elimination Chamber qualifying match this Monday on Monday Night Raw, and a little bit of a test of strength in Grayson Waller. Trying to get one up on Dragon Lee as here, the WWE Universe here rallying behind the Luchador, who, as I mentioned, was in AAA over the weekend, and you know, he's very proud of his heritage.
Extremely proud, and that integrity, that pride is what led Dragon Lee to confront Gunther, to stand up for his friend AJ Styles. There's one thing that Dragon Lee will not stand for, and that's any sort of disrespect for him or his friends.
Now, Grayson Waller, who you've seen firsthand, has formed quite the bond with the New Day. Not out here, Grayson Waller all by himself, but Waller also knows a victory here tonight could put him on a stage like AAA.
Oh, without question. And you see more and more WWE superstars, Raw and SmackDown, spreading their wings, heading to AAA, fine-tuning their game, taking on a whole new crop of competition.
Well, Dragon Lee, a man of the people, they want it. Dragon Lee fired up.
Yeah, I would have shushed on my own. You didn't have to tell me to.
You know, apologize for that, but Dragon Lee in this matchup trying to bounce back from what happened over the weekend. Would love to pick up a victory here over someone like Grayson Waller. Waller right now, showing that size advantage that you've already talked about, Byron.
Well, I think Grayson Waller has really gone through a significant career maturation, and a large part of that is keeping company with the New Day. He's like an unofficial collaborator with the New Day.
Well, they wouldn't want to collaborate right now. Nice Hurricane Rana. Dragon Lee really has been in control of this matchup. Grayson Waller has not been able to get out of the block, so to speak, in Dragon Lee up and over.
Quick strike offense from Dragon Lee, so difficult to defend against.
Grayson Waller, who's all about that viral moment, could be on the wrong end of one here on YouTube. Oh, wow.
Oh, change of plans.
What a clothesline from Waller. And as we mentioned, would love to see and find himself back on the grandest stage of them all. And Byron, as you know, all it takes is one victory.
One victory, get people talking. Get an Adam Pearce to give you some valuable championship opportunities at some point. You never know what's going to happen.
Well, Grayson Waller, a man of many insults. I ran into him earlier today, and he told me I had a neck that looked like a stack of dimes.
I wish that was you. I wish that was you.
What? See, he heard you. I told you. What would you say around Grayson Waller?
What's he starting with me for? He should be focused on Dragon Lee.
Out here talking trash about the man, smirching his name.
What did I say wrong? I just said what he said about me, Byron.
Don't quote him again. He said it. Let it be.
Well, Grayson Waller weathered the storm early on in this, Saxton, has quieted the WWE Universe, and right now is taking it to Dragon Lee. Lee shifting his weight for a second, going right to the bodies. Waller maybe looking for a suplex, countered inside cradle, center of the ring, shoulders down, near fall. Waller able to kick out, and then bam! Nasty back elbow. He doesn't like the official. Official got rid of, I believe, a piece of Dragon Lee's mask that Waller knocked right off.
And Waller's proud to do it. Waller would be proud to unmask Dragon Lee if he could.
And so now you're on his side. All of a sudden, you think that's great to unmask Dragon Lee here tonight?
I say I condone that?
Well, what side of the fence are you on as we get a kick out?
I just been around the man. I know his tendencies. I understand his personality. You don't think he wouldn't want to unmask Dragon Lee?
No, I 100% think he would, and I don't think that'd be something you'd be excited about. I hear the tone in your voice. Everyone around the world watching right now on YouTube hears the tone in your voice, Byron. What has happened to you?
Since when did you become so judgmental, huh?
You're
not the Vic Joseph I used to know.
Look, I said it was a new year, it was a new me several weeks ago. I'm trying to stand by that. And look at these rapid-fire knees right to the temple from Grayson Waller. Waller now trying to springboard right in, and ooh.
Wow.
That was vicious. And following it up, big kick right under the jaw. Booker T ass cover, hook of the leg, center of the ring, and Dragon Lee just able to kick out. Byron, that was close.
Well, you have to be impressed with how Grayson Waller has shifted the advantage of this match into his corner.
I will say that. I mean, as we talk about weathering the storm, he came out in this matchup, obviously, against Dragon Lee. WWE Universe was not in his corner. He does not have the New Day out here, and he was able to get right back into it, but the same can be said at this moment in this matchup from Dragon Lee. Big right hand, firing back with a second.
Dragon Lee a moment ago returning the favor, raking the back again for a second time of Grayson Waller.
Referee, get out of the way, because right now, Dragon Lee rolling, and right to the forehead.
Oh, no.
Waller is rocked. Lee is rolling. And, wow, I might have spoke a little bit
yes,
too
you
soon.
are. That's the trend of this match. Every time we see Dragon Lee trying to build momentum.
Super kick under the jaw. Waller is looking to roll in the ring, and I got caught by that middle rope.
Waller's right there to stunt said momentum.
Yeah, Lee was trying to take advantage. Nice snap German suplex. Waller, though, back up onto his feet. Big knee under the jaw. Waller is rocked. Knees are buckled. Dragon Lee. Target acquired. Oh, he got caught with a knee. What a matchup this is, Byron, to kick us off on main event.
Back and forth, no clear advantage at this juncture.
Another counter by Lee. Waller back up, swing and a miss. Up, over. Dragon Lee looking for Operation Dragon. And Dragon drops. No!
Oh, no! Wow!
And going back to that moment, thought it was Operation Dragon. Lee switched himself ever so slightly to hit that sit-down powerbomb. Lee right now is having to go deep into the playbook.
Credit Dragon Lee, not hesitating, not complaining, keeping his offense intact, but Grayson Waller a step quicker.
Certainly was that big knee, and for Dragon Lee right now, wasn't his best shot, but certainly for Lee could be honing in, going deep into the bag of tricks, deep into the playbook, double stop to the chest.
High-risk areas where Dragon Lee's at home.
Fouled it up with a second. Dragon Lee right now with all the momentum in this matchup. And this time going up, going around, that time hits Operation Dragon. And this time, Dragon does drop Waller.
Here is your winner, Dragon Lee!
I give a lot of credit to Grayson Waller, but I also give a lot of credit to Dragon Lee, who went deep into the arsenal tonight and even at some moments knew he had to switch his game even mid-match. Just shows the presence of mind he has and why he is a superstar on Monday Night Raw and is stealing the show down in AAA.